Welcome to Values You Can Use. Why in the world come up with a program or a segment like this? Well, we realized in parenting and in homeschooling, values are key.
And the first value we're going to talk about is obedience. I mean, this is the foundation when it comes to homeschooling. People ask me, how are you able to homeschool 5 kids? And the answer is, you need to ingrain obedience in their hearts.
The Bible says, Ephesians 6:1, children, obey your parents in the Lord. And it goes on to talk about how this is a promise or a command that has a blessing attached to it. So we tell our children, obedience brings blessing. We instill this early on because, as Joy said, without obedience, can you imagine homeschooling children 1, 2, 3, 4, or in our case, 5 kids?
Mm-hmm. And when they're really young, we start off by disciplining them through spanking. And then as they get older, of course, there's natural logical consequences. And for example, Eden, our second son, one time he had these cockatiels and we told him, don't throw them up into the air because their wings were clipped. And he forgot and he disobeyed. And so what happened was his cockatiels fell into the pond and they died, they got sick. And the next day when we asked him, Eden, what did you learn from this experience? And because he was an older child by then, the natural logical consequence, he experienced that, the death of his birds. And he said, you know what, Mom? The wages of sin is death. So he connected that when you don't obey, there are consequences. And when you obey, there is blessing.
Yeah, so again, very important, we need to teach our kids, obedience brings blessing.